Okay, so what is your general feedback regarding the placements in today's race?
About today's race, I thought today's race went pretty well. The men looked a lot better than they did at App State. Getting some key guys back definitely helped push the team forward. We were looking to see kind of how our back end of the group we're going to do from 5 to 7. I think they did decently well. I definitely think there's some things we can improve on, but overall, I think a better race for the men. The women, probably not our best showing that I would have liked to see, just based on what we had done in the past in the first meet. But they did run very aggressively, which is what I instructed them to do. So they did follow the instructions, and it just, today they just didn't have it to finish all the way. But, racing that way, racing aggressive and pushing is what we want to do here. That's the culture we're trying to build. And I think the more we do it and the more we just try to be confident ourselves, it's going to pay off in the long run. But definitely proud of the group and know that we're going to get back to work and start working on getting ready for UAB in 2 weeks.
So regarding that, are you feeling optimistic about the Blazer Classic, seeing it's the last race of the season?
Yeah, I am. We're kind of looking this as kind of a conference preview. Of course, not every team there is going to be conference foes, but, UAB is going to be there, of course, as the host team, and then that's the course that we're going to be running on for conference. So we're going to look at that course and kind of get an idea of how to best race it after competing, and then definitely use that to springboard us in for the conference meet 2 weeks after that. So I'm very optimistic in the way things are going to go with the training and how we're going to be approaching that first race at UAB coming up.
Coach, I know that that your ladies team is a bit younger than normal. You have a few freshmen on the team. How has it been? Obviously, you've been with the coach, you've training. How's it been this season with a bit of a younger team?
It's great. I like having a younger team coming in. I think there's still some things they have to learn. And, of course, I have a few seniors that have been helping them along the way. But these girls coming in as freshmen, they're stronger than possibly, I'd say, what the average freshman was coming into Western in the past. So that's why you see that we're led by 2 freshmen going 1-2 today. Actually, I think, 1, 2, and 4 was our freshman finishes. So just having those freshmen up front is just kind of showing where the program's headed as we look to recruit the next coming class. Know that we're going to be a young team for a few years. But as those younger athletes gain this experience now, I think it's going to help them when they're sophomores, juniors, and seniors to be strong leaders after them. So I definitely think it's a show of where we're going with the program, and just a show of what I'm going to be doing as a recruiter here and bringing in strong incoming classes.
Is there anything that you've been doing different-wise for training due to COVID and how the season has been? Have you had to change up your schedule change up the season and how the sport looks now?
The main thing with COVID is kind of changed the scope of how we compete. We don't get as many opportunities to compete. They're more spaced out. We have to kind of mimic some more race type of situations in practice on those weekends that we would have normally liked to race. So, I guess you could say the kids would say, on those end of the week workouts, a little harder than they've done in the past years. But most of the things that we're doing now is on par with what we do as far as training from a physiological standpoint, because anytime they race, we have to have them ready to race, and we have to train them that way. It's just we're not getting as many of those opportunities. So we just have to kind of work our way through that stuff with practice and try to do the best we can to get them that race feel, being that we don't have as many chances to compete. But other than that, we're doing things on par as normal.